I'm at Groovy Village Hall, a site that's very familiar to many of you because you just turned out to vote for me in the local elections. Would first like to thank those people that did so, because that's given me a new 4-year term of office. This will allow me to continue the work that I'd started prior to the elections, such as trying to achieve a community hub on the Klondike and gain answers to the issues surrounding the Martin Shaw Lane developments, which so affected the residents that surrounded the site. During this election I wanted to approach it with new technology, and that was a QR code and election video address, which I completed. I'm delighted at the number of people that actually viewed that video. In setting out to complete your video address, I wanted 4 minutes of videoing. That took 8.5 hours to achieve. The main reason for that was that in the centre of the village it's practically impossible to get 30 seconds of videoing without a car or bus or something else stepping into the frame in order to mess up the video. As I've filmed this follow-up video for you, I've had to move up to the church because again it's impossible to create the video in the centre of the village. With that in mind, I'd like to now show you some outtakes from the previous video that gives you an idea of how difficult that initial election address was to achieve. I'm Councillor Martin Cartwright. I've been your borough councillor for 4 years. Being a borough councillor has much varied. I'm Councillor Martin Cartwright. I've been your borough councillor now for 12 years and I'm seeking a new 4-year term of office from May the 2nd this year. I'm stood right in the centre of Groovy, a very iconic part, a part that's been photographed many a time over the years. There's a tractor coming.
I heard that.
Councillor for the last 12 years and I'm seeking a new 4-year term of office from May the 2nd this year. I'm about to produce a video address whereby I'd like to take you to some of the issues around Groovy and...
What is that?
I'm Councillor Martin Cartwright. I've been your borough councillor now for 12 years. I'm stood in the centre of the village, a very iconic part of Groovy. The elections take place on... Groovy Pool car park has been subject to anti-social. As you drive down Newtown Linford Lane, your view of the Klondike is not dissimilar to what you can see behind me, just the hedgerow. However, I'm not even going to be looking at the camera. I'm looking. Filming at Groovy Pool car park was easy. It was only the ducks at Groovy Pool that played a part in the filming there. However, the same cannot be said of Martin Shaw Lane. When we arrived there and set up for filming, immediately as we started, a guy across the road started up his stump grinder and tree shredding machine. I did ask them to stop, which they did, but that resulted in 8 people lined up on the pavement watching the filming. So now I'd like you to see a couple of outtakes from the Martin Shaw Lane filming. In the attitude of how they've developed the site, built a road to an unadoptable standard despite it supposedly, and the people that occupy them are delighted with them. The constructor that the borough council chose to develop the site has been appalling in the attitude of how they've developed the site, built a road to an unadoptable standard despite it supposedly being adoptable. Thank the volunteers during this election campaign that have helped me, from proofreading my leaflets and stuffing envelopes to the 8,400 individual items that were delivered during the election campaign. I really couldn't have done it without them. I'd also again like to thank the people that actually put their faith in me by voting for me, giving me a new 4-year term of office. Both yours and everyone else's interests, I can assure you, will be looked after at Hinckley and Bosworth Borough Council. If you've made it to this point in the video, I would just like to say congratulations and take you to one further outtake before I say thank you and goodbye.
Oh, bloody hell, that's in the video. I recorded that.